They used to say no one ever came back from Black Hollow Woods, not because they got lost, but because the woods remembered them. Locals whispered about voices that echoed between the trees, voices that sounded like loved ones long dead, calling you by name. The sheriff stopped sending search teams after the last one vanished in 2018. Now, the forest was left to itself, sealed off, forgotten, until tonight. Under a dying moon, the road to Black Hollow Woods stretched endlessly. The trees on either side stood like ancient guardians, their bare branches reaching for the sky like bony fingers. Fog curled across the cracked asphalt as Mia's old sedan rumbled to a stop near the entrance sign. Half-rotted, barely readable whisper in the woods. The road to Black Hollow Woods stretched endlessly under a dying moon. The trees on either side stood like ancient guardians, their bare branches reaching for the sky like bony fingers. Fog curled across the cracked asphalt as Mia's old sedan rumbled to a stop near the entrance sign. Half-rotted, barely readable. Welcome to Black Hollow Woods. Enter quietly. They're listening. Mia leaned forward, grinning into her camera. Hey guys, she said, her voice slightly trembling with excitement. It's Mia, and tonight, we're exploring one of the most haunted places in the country. They say people hear whispers in this forest, and those who do, are never seen again. Her friend Luke shifted uneasily in the passenger seat, clutching his flashlight like a weapon. I still don't get why we couldn't just do a haunted hotel or something, he muttered. At least hotels have doors. And people. Mia chuckled. That's why this one's better. The internet loves real fear. She turned the camera toward him, but Luke's expression stayed serious. You know people actually went missing here, right? 3 hikers in 2016. A search party found their tents, but not them. Mia swallowed hard but kept her smile. Exactly. That's what makes it perfect. They stepped out into the night. The forest loomed before them, silent and endless. The air smelled of wet leaves and something faintly metallic. The moment they passed the first row of trees, the temperature dropped, a cold that felt alive, wrapping around their skin like invisible hands. Their flashlights cut thin paths of light through the mist. For a while, they walked in silence, filming everything: moss-covered trees, a stream that gurgled quietly, the eerie stillness of a place that hadn't seen humans for years. Then, it came a whisper. Soft, faint, almost a sigh. Mia froze. Did you hear that? Luke stopped beside her. Yeah, probably the wind. But it wasn't wind. The sound came again, clearer this time, a voice, just barely audible. Mia, her name. Luke's eyes widened. Tell me that was you. Mia forced a laugh, though her pulse quickened. Nice try, Luke. He shook his head. That wasn't me. The whisper came again, closer. Mia, come closer? Okay, that's creepy, Mia whispered, scanning the trees. Her camera picked up only fog. Hello? Who's there? No response, only the sound of leaves shifting, though the air was still. Then, through the mist, she saw it, a shape. A dark outline of a cabin nestled between the trees, half buried under vines and rot. Look, she said, let's check that out. Luke grabbed her arm. No, absolutely not. But she was already walking toward it, camera rolling. Inside the cabin door hung crookedly on its hinges. As Mia pushed it open, the wood groaned in protest. Inside, the smell hit them: dust, mold, and something sour, like decay. God, Luke muttered, covering his nose. Mia panned her flashlight over the walls. Strange symbols were carved into the wood: spirals, eyes, and circles with slashes through them. Beneath one carving were faded letters. They listened. Mia, Luke whispered, these look like protection marks. Or warnings, she murmured. A loud thump echoed from above. Both of them froze. Probably an animal, she said, though her voice shook. An animal that walks? Luke replied. The camera trembled slightly as Mia lifted it toward the ceiling. We're gonna check it out, she whispered to the lens. If I die, tell my subscribers I went viral first. She smiled, but it didn't reach her eyes. The staircase creaked with each step. Dust fell from the rafters. When they reached the top, a narrow hallway stretched ahead, lined with closed doors. Mia, let's just leave, Luke said quietly. But something caught her attention, a faint whispering, coming from the last room on the right. Mia, come closer? Her breath hitched. The voice was inside the room. She pushed the door open. The flashlight beam landed on a small wooden chair in the center, and behind it, a figure. Tall, thin, completely still. Its skin was pale gray, almost translucent. It had no eyes, no mouth, just smooth, featureless skin where a face should be. Mia gasped. Luke screamed. The figure turned its head, though there were no eyes to see them. "Run!" Mia yelled. They bolted down the stairs, the creature gliding after them, silent, fast. The front door slammed shut before they reached it. Whispers filled the cabin, hundreds of them, overlapping, some crying, some laughing, all whispering one thing: stay. Stay with us. Mia pounded on the door. Let us out. Luke dropped to his knees, covering his ears. They're in my head. The whispers grew louder, unbearable. The flashlight flickered, then went out completely. The only light was from Mia's camera, still recording until the lens caught something just behind her. The figure stood inches away, its head tilted. "Mia," it whispered, though it had no mouth. "You came for the whispers. Now, you are one." Static filled the screen. A scream echoed, then silence. The next morning the forest was peaceful again. Birds chirped. Sunlight filtered through the branches. Two hikers followed a narrow trail, laughing as they went. Then one of them stopped. "Hey," he said. "What's that?" Half buried under leaves was a camera. Mud-stained, cracked, but still intact. They wiped it clean and hit play. The screen flickered. A shaky image appeared, the inside of the cabin. Mia's terrified face, Luke shouting, whispers filling the background. Then, static. Then, Mia again whispering, tears running down her face. "Don't listen to them," she said. "They never stop." The hikers exchanged nervous glances. The video glitched, and for a moment, a pale, faceless shape appeared behind Mia, close enough to touch her. Then the footage ended. The hikers stood in silence. "Creepy," one said finally. But as they walked away, the forest grew quiet again. Then, faintly, so faintly they almost missed it, came a whisper. "Mia." They stopped, looked around. Nothing. Then another voice, clearer this time. "You're next." The hikers froze. The forest swallowed their screams. And by the next morning, the only sound in Black Hollow Woods was the wind carrying soft, endless whispers through the trees.